Wake up early, get all dressed up. Put your hair back, sweet darling, you don't need your makeup. We're gonna drive all day, just me and my baby. Windows down, the wind blows through. Make a quick stop for some coffee, then I will smoke too. We're gonna drive all day, just me and my baby. We're gonna drive all day, just me and my baby.
This is gonna be like the escapism of the 1950s. It's gonna be like a return to the original social network. Forget AOL Instant Messenger, you know, when we were in high school or middle school. Forget Facebook poking people and liking stuff. Like, you're literally going to go and see people and talk to them and say, hey, what's going on? And meet new people. And it's gonna be cool people who are like engaged in local businesses, people who are looking for awesome new culture. It's gonna be people who like, you know, classic films, classic cars, unique, original culture.
It's at Oak Canyon Ranch, which is right by Irvine Lake in Santiago Canyon. So it's really scenic. So it's a ride and drive-in, so motorcycles are welcome. So all the motorcycle gangs can ride up on their motorcycles and get a really nice view of the canyons and everything. And then they'll get preferred parking in the front so they can see the screen and hear everything.
There's going to be a 4-story screen, so that's pretty rad. There's going to be a lot of young people coming in. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be bands there. There's going to be rides. There's going to be some secret stuff. If you check out our Facebook and our Twitter and all those different things, that you'll get a few like door prizes or drive-in prizes. Anyone that we talked to for our friends were like, how cool would it be to have a drive-in? It would be freaking sweet. So that's where we all kind of came with it, and we were just sitting on the ground and we're like, we want to have a drive-in.
We should do it.
Let's do that. So that's kind of how it all came up, and why not?
Dear local business, we're going to have advertising opportunities in our brochure, as well as before the film. There will be 8 minutes dedicated to pre-film advertising and commercials. That could be you.
info@deadringersdrive-in.com.
Yeah, so if you want to be involved, whatever way it may be, if you're a food truck, if you're anything who's like, this is just rad, I want to be somehow involved, I have a skill of some sort, I want to offer it up or trade it up, whatever it is, it's info@deadringersdrive-in.com.
We were like, okay, what's a really cool name? We wanted it to be something, again, retro. We wanted to like recall that whole nostalgic era of the 50s.
We're hoping for cool.
So we were like, okay, what would be some like things that we could do? And we were like, oh, Dead Ringers, you know?
Well, it was mostly going back and forth on text, like, what about this? What about this?
Yeah, we had some
and then
bad
they
ones.
finally got it. Yeah. The idea is that it's going to start at the end of summer, and then there's going to be, so it'll be something that captures that whole idea of like long days, late summer, school's coming back in, really nostalgic, and then October we're probably going to have like horror and thriller, all those different things that would go in, not thriller, but
Yeah,
a thriller of a movie. And then November, something really family-esque, and then the season will potentially end, or it'll just be really awesome and have a double feature of, you know, some Christmas nostalgia,
Something
Christmas story, something amazing, just where it's like, why not? Why wouldn't you have that?
He's good. He's good.
Super good.
So right now, in order to like show that we have enough interest from like the location and from, you know, the projector and all this stuff that we have to pay for, we're doing all of our ticket sales through Indiegogo. So you can go to our website, and then from there you can click through to Indiegogo and either buy a personal ticket, or you can donate a little bit more and buy one of the larger packages. Also, there are real bathrooms, which no
There
other
are real
location
bathrooms,
has.
no porta potties, only the quality for our moviegoers. Beer on tap. Yeah, it's awesome because we want it to be something that's like throwback. So we don't want it to be all this, Orange County McMansion style stuff. So it's really cool that it's in the canyon because you have people think that it's out of the way, but it's actually closer than Disneyland. So you're driving up to Santiago Canyon, you're surrounded by the mountains and the wilderness and the lake, and then you have like all the darkness, so you're gonna see all these stars, and then you get to enjoy an old school like 50s cult classic movie, like in a classic car hopefully, or your Camry.
More importantly, it's a drive-in, and that's just freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't want to go to a drive-in? It has everything about the 1950s. It's the 60s, 70s. It's everything that you want to go to. It's pretty rad. It's gonna be fun. It's just a good story. If I could have seen that, if I could have been around at that time to see it on the big screen, in a drive-in, and now you can.
Yeah.
So.
Now you can.
On my knees and pray, Lord, give me her and I'll behave. Said, darling, look at me, I've kept my word, can't you see? They say be all you can be, but all I can be is me, which I must say.
I wasn't ready, but that was perfect.
No, this is not my bike. I pretend to ride motorcycles, but I don't know how.
I would probably pick up a guy who's riding a Vespa, or a Harley, or a Ford Falcon, or a Porsche. I would watch a movie, make out, not really, maybe, if you rode a Vespa.
We're like America. Anybody can come in until you just can't, which is now. No, anybody can come in.
Cut. Can you cut that?
Cutting. America.
Simpler times.
Simpler
No,
times.
cut that.
Simpler times.